Yo, what is up guys? Quick intro here. This video will be one of the 10 fundamental topics that I discuss in my online course about the fundamentals to laning. This course is designed to help you master the laning phase. I've released it on my news site, and if you're interested in that, check the links down below with a 20% off code for the full course. Enjoy the video guys. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the third session. Now, topic for the session is going to be level up timers. A very important concept and fundamental to understand, as you will be utilizing this literally every single game, right? You're either tracking your own level up timers or you're tracking the level up timers of your opponent. If you track your own level up timers, you're able to get very aggressive trades, right? By utilizing your cooldowns in sync with your level up timers to get very beneficial trades. And on top of that, you can also avoid bad trades by avoiding the level up timers by your opponent and walking up, for example, right? Now, I've coached numerous amount of players, and even a lot of master ELO players do not know how to utilize level up timers accordingly. They do not track them properly, they don't know the exact timers of them. Thus, they're not taking either correct trades that they should be taking, or they're also not avoiding correct trades that they should be taking. Even in Challenger ELO, I'm able to apply this simple concept and get a lot of good trades just by knowing my level up timers accordingly. So, very important concept to understand. Let's take a deep look into it. First thing to know about level up timers is that every single level up timer counts. Every single level up gives you around 600 to 700 gold in value of stats instantly. Depending on the champion you play, because it differs for all champions, you gain around 70 to 100 HP flat. You get some armor, some magic resist, some damage, some attack speed, all of these stats, right? And they equivalent to around 600 to 700 gold instantly in your inventory, on top of the fact that you also get an extra ability, right? So everybody knows the level up timer to level 1 to 2 and 3 is very important, right? Because you get an extra ability, and to level 6 because you get an extra ability. But actually every level up timer counts, because 600 to 700 gold is always good to have, right? And you will always be able to have an edge over your opponent if you are level up over them. So the next step is to learn how to sync your cooldowns in sync with level up timers, right? But before we can do that, we first need to know the exact timers of level ups. So let's take a closer look into that first. So the exact level up timers, first disclaimer I want to make, this is of course when you've gotten 0 XP from either any wards or any assists before the first minion wave, right? So in a normal game where you've gotten 0 XP yet, for level 2, you need the first 6 minions of wave number 1, plus 1 melee minion of wave number 2 to get your level 2. Alternatively, you can also take the first 5 minions of wave number 1, so 3 melees and 2 casters, plus 1 melee minion of wave number 2, because melee minions give more XP than caster minions. So those are both timers towards level 2. For level 3, it will always be the same. It is the first 2 full waves plus 2 melee minions of wave number 3. And for level 4, it's the first 3 waves plus 3 melee minions of wave number 4 and 1 caster of wave 4 as well. Now, if you got either ward XP or an assist at level 1 or a kill, you will get the level 2 from the first 6 minions of wave number 1. These are pretty much the base knowledge of every level up timer in the first 4 waves, right? And this is very important to understand and to apply in every single game. I want you guys to ingrain these timers. They are super important. They will allow your early game to be super consistent. And let's take a close look at how you can utilize this in sync with your cooldowns to get very favorable trades, even in bad matchup. Let's take a closer look at it. Alright guys, so let's take a closer look at a perfect gameplay example of how I utilize the knowledge of these level up timers to gain very favorable trades in my laning phase. Let's take a closer look. So, you guys know, first step, what is it? In the first 4 wave, it's always getting the ward down, right? Now I'm playing against an Alois, which is a very scary level 1 champion to get a ward into. So this is how I go with it instead. You see I'll be pathing like this, and then I found the Talia here, so I walk away. I should have just committed to it. I trade a little bit, it's okay. I think it's a bit too aggressive. Just get my ward down, and now I will dip. Even though I get a little bit chunked, it doesn't matter, because as you guys can see, it's 40 seconds in the game, meaning I can just recall for free, right? So I recall off, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, this is a perfect time to also introduce my second golden rule for top lane, especially in the first 4 waves. If you get your level 2 first, you're always able, at least in most games, to beat your bad matchups too. Unless you're playing against champions like a Darius, for example, or like an Earth, getting my level 2 first, meaning I can still get priority and play for like the priority, right? As being level 2 first allows me to beat this bad matchup. Let's take a look now at the level up timers. So, I'll be getting the priority for free. I'm just hitting the minions. Keep in mind, when is the timer for level 2? It's the first 6 minions plus 1 extra minion, right? So, I have the wave right here. Now, I killed all 6 casters, so I just need 1 melee minion right now to get my level 2. One thing I want you guys to pay attention to is, right now I've used my Q, although I'm very close to my level 2 timer. So I recognized it here as well that I actually dislike my Q usage, because now my cooldowns are desynced with my level up timers. I want my cooldowns to be up when I get my level 2, so that I can look for favorable trades, because my opponent is still going to be level 1. So what I will do right now is actually let my Q run out, and I'm not going to hit this minion again, because I want my cooldowns to be in sync with my level up timer. So I'll let this minion just stand here, and I'm going to try and stand a little bit back to bait the Alois to go for last hits. He walks up for this last hit, I instantly spot it, and now I'll get my level 2, he's still level 1, boom. Very favorable trade, just because I play consciously to the level up timer. Alright, let's keep playing the matchup. So, next question to you guys, see if you guys remember it. When do you get level 3? It is the first 2 waves plus 2 melee minions. Very good. So, 2 full waves, 2 melee minions gives you level 3. Now watch how I keep my cooldowns. I'm not looking for any trades right now. And I'm going to try again to sync my cooldowns with my level up timer to look for aggressive trades. So right now, this is the first melee. You see, I'm also trying to mask my intention by standing backwards. And if I'm standing backwards, that automatically makes my opponent feel safe to walk up, right? So as you see, I want this guy to go for this last hit, but I'm gonna get my level 3 from this last hit, right? So you see, I'm standing back. He walks up for it. I will instantly punish, have my cooldowns ready with my level up timer, and just because of this, boom, get a free solo kill. Very important to abuse this every game, guys. Syncing your cooldowns with level up timers is super impressive, and it will allow you so many solo kills. It will allow you to play aggressive in bad matchups, but also if you track your opponent's level up timers, you're able to avoid their good trades as well. Let's take a look at one more example. Alright guys, so for this second example, we're going to be playing Camille into Kled. And again, I want to take a close look at you guys at how I consciously, every game, abuse these windows of level up timers to trade in sync with my cooldowns. And also take a close look at how this Kled, he's a diamond player, didn't even remotely look at my level up timers, okay? So let's take a look. We're playing into Kled here. My Kane is starting in the wolves. We have our ward down. Actually, Kane put it down, so I didn't have to do it. And enemy drone was pathing to top. It's all good. So Kled Camille, I'm playing with a bone plating and I have my passive shoot, so I can somewhat contest him in the early game, right? So here I'm just contesting the wave and I get priority for free. If he was fighting here with me, we'd probably both be looking to trade, right? So he comes a little bit late, he doesn't lose any XP though, okay? This is all normal. And I've traded a little bit with him here, and it's all good. So right now I need 1 more melee minion to get my level 2, right? I use my Q here, it's fine because the cooldown is relatively low. Right now, this minion right here will give me my level 2, right? Most important thing. Look at this Kled. Does not even respect it closely. I get my E, he misses Q, all good, boom. I just win this trade. I win the lane early here by getting the priority and getting my level 2 first. Okay, next question again, guys. You guys should know these timers, but I'm gonna ask you again. When is my level 3? First 2 waves plus 2 more minions. Okay, let's take a look. How are we going to utilize this? So, we're pushing it a little bit slow so that this next 3rd wave can walk up a little bit closer. And right now, I need 2 more minions to get my level 3. So, I'm gonna stand a little bit back. Also, do not give him any form back to his horse mode. And alright, this one caster died, or the one melee dies. I need 1 more melee, get my level 3 right here. So you see right here, I'm standing next to the wall to prepare my level 3. I don't care about the last hit right here. I care more about the trade window that I'm going to get. So right here, this minion dies. Whilst the minion is dying, I am flying in because I'm consciously playing towards my level up. And there, boom, I get my level 3. I miss one auto, but I get the W off. And you see, I'm skipping the last hit because I know it will give me my level 3. I jump in to abuse my level up timer, and look at this trade. Right now, the Kled lane is completely over because he disregarded my level 2 level up timer and my level 3 level up timer. And right now, just because of this, if we skip a little bit further, right here, we're just going to use a W, gets bone plating out, he doesn't respect me, and he dies. Lane over. Level up timers, guys, are so important. Utilize this every single game. It will grant you so many kills. I use it every single game. I've mastered it, of course. It takes some time to get used to, but you see, it wasn't hard to do. This is a very easy concept to apply. You just have to be very conscious of it. Focus on this. Very important. Alright guys, so this was a relatively short session, but a super important session to learn how to play more aggressive and get more kills in the first 4 waves, right? They are the most important again, and applying this concept will just make you so much stronger in those first 4 waves by either defending yourself against their level up timers or abusing your own level up timers, right? Super important concept. Apply this every single game. Do not forget these level up timers. Integrate them, study them. Most important thing, make the second nature. So, the next session we'll be talking and taking a close look into the second wave crash. So stay tuned for that. See you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.